What's in the Bag, where we give the voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind. My name is Marvina and I am your host.
Come on in, come on in. Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Come on in, come on in. Good morning. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and her beautiful Yvonne. Where
Good
we give a
morning.
voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. I love saying that.
Yeah.
Good morning. I am so happy to see you all again. Thank you for coming and having a little time with us this 1 hour. Well, of course, we're going to go ahead on. I want to kind of push everything real quickly because we got some good stuff coming to you. But let
Yes,
me say this.
yes.
I got the 8 o'clock coffee. Again, I'm drinking the 8 o'clock coffee. And I'm still drinking that Kroger brand vanilla cream. And I don't like neither one of them. I don't care what she say. That 8 o'clock ain't all that to me. I'm just
And
saying
it's the
my
bomb
opinion. My
diggity.
opinion. I have not been happy with these cups of coffee. But see, let me say something to you. Marvina don't waste. So she gonna drink this coffee and drink that creamer until it's gone, and then we gonna change up. Unless somebody want to donate some coffee, let me know. Well, anyway, let me introduce to some and present to others my BFFEFFF. Good morning,
Good
Yvonne.
morning. Good morning. Look, 8 o'clock is the bomb diggity. I don't care what she talking about. It is the bomb diggity, but I'm not drinking it this morning. My daughter kind of got me a little hooked a little bit on that Folgers vanilla. And I
Okay,
added a shot of French vanilla to it,
okay,
and some artificial sweetener. Everybody know I
okay.
can't do the real sugar, and I had to mix and match it. So I have like a pack of equal, a pack of Splenda, and a pack of
You got it all up
sweet.
in there. You got
I
it
forgot to pick
all
up
up in
some,
there.
so it's made for a unique taste this morning. but like Marvina said, I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not
Me
gonna
either.
waste it,
I
and
ain't
I'm
no
drinking it
wasteful person.
from my what's in the bag mug.
Well, my pockets don't allow me to waste, so I don't even, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't
The
even
other
try to.
ones I bought, I told you I make little gift bags and give it away at Christmas. I,
So how you ain't gonna like it? You she like that. You know that situation where you had. And I remember this now, all long time ago. Now these for all the old heads. Now this is how old I am. Remember they used to give away the what you call it, the fruit cakes. You remember the fruit cakes? I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know. Is it me? I can't hear anybody. Can you hear me? Okay, everything went low for me. I don't know why. Did you turn yours down? Hello? Talk. I can't hear you for some reason. I just heard. I don't know what's going on with it. Mine's fine. You can hear me, Soraya, but you can't hear who? Can't hear Yvonne. Yvonne, we can't hear you. Yeah, it's your side. Soraya said they can't hear you. All right, so let's go ahead on and get on with this. Well, anyway, back to where I was at. I do apologize. Sometimes we have That's what's in our bag. We ain't all everything don't work the way we wanted to go. So y'all gotta understand this is live. So if it don't work, sorry, we gotta come in and do some more. But anyway, back to what I was saying. She talking about some. She gonna give away this coffee. Well, the coffee reminds me of those fruit cakes back then. With the fruit cakes, they give out. Hey, you back?
Hey, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Mhm. I'm like, I
Don't
can't
know what
hear you.
that was.
I was trying to figure out the sign language stuff. I'm still trying to learn sign language. You laughing? my
Yeah, no, but
grandbaby,
yeah.
my grandbaby is, she's not deaf, and I'm
Look, I remember Auntie.
good. I be like, I remember grandma saying, I didn't get it, so I couldn't give you the sign language. Thing. But I'm glad we got some people on to tell us that who it was. I sure didn't know if it was me or I couldn't hear you or who was. But anyway, God bless. Anyway, so go ahead. I'm sorry. You was saying about this coffee you giving away for Christmas for Christmas.
Yeah, go, go to the, Dollar Tree and places like that and find some pretty, some beautiful little mugs and everything in there. Put you some coffee pods in there, some other little trinkets that go along with coffee. Get you some cellophane, wrap it up. Bam, Merry Christmas.
I hope your sisters in them are watching. I hope everybody that gets a gift from you, because if you give me that cup, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be insulted.
Now my sisters, I give them my sister gifts are great gifts, and my BFF gifts are great gifts. I don't,
Okay, I'm just saying. It just remind me of the cake, the fruit cake. How you be giving away the fruit cake because nobody eat it. Just give it away to people that
we
you
used
really
to
don't
hurry
like.
up and try to get that thing away, mailman and everybody.
Yeah, I just never understood. But then when I got a chance to get old enough to see what a fruit cake looked like, it don't even
hmm
look edible. It looks crazy. It looks
It
so.
looked like that bag of Christmas candy that your parents would get that you didn't like. You know, the one that had the real bad taste to it.
No,
That's what it
I always
looked
like the
like.
Christmas candy.
They used to have a bag that tasted like medicine. It was a
No, that's
bag
the
that
ones
tasted
that
like
be on
medicine
like
to chew
ask my
gum.
mom. Mine's the ones that be on the bottom of the church pocketbook. You clean up her room and look in there and find some candy that been in there for months.
Oh my goodness.
Good morning, Janelle. Good morning. I'm sorry to all that did not went in. If you go to evmux.com/Facebook and you're on Facebook, we can and just register. All it's going to ask you is, you allow them to use your name. I mean, put your name up there. Do that so we can know who we're talking to. Like Vic, you can tell who does it every time because I get to see their faces
hmm
and stuff, and I know.
Hey, Miss
But it's
Vicky.
yes, that's my sister. That's my sister. But anyway, we get ready to do some. Since I'm speaking about sisters, I don't know if anyone out there or do we know because I found out since I've been doing what's in the bag, I have learned so much. Now this month is Autism Awareness Month. And
Mhm.
that comes so dear to my heart because I have someone very special that I raised up and came to find out um by experience about what autism is because I never understood. Someone told me that he had the
Yes.
spectrum, but I kind of got offended by it. And I'm like, he ain't got no autism. And it was a lady at
hmm
the church. I'm telling you. But then you kind of go through things and then you have to kind of wondering what is autism.
Right,
So
right.
I felt so dear to talk about this, um, to literally talk about, get awareness of how, not now a lot of us knows there is autism. They probably know people that has gone through autism child or had a family member or whatever.
hmm
Well, I just wanted to make sure that we get a chance to speak to someone that actually can tell you their story on how this affected basically their lives. And I am blessed and highly favored. God, thank God. Thank you, Father, for allowing me to go back to my past, to people that I love and respected as children, and talk to them and bring them on to be able to speak to you about this, so, and this is so dear. So I'm gonna go on ahead and start bringing her in. I'm not even gonna keep on. I'm not even gonna keep on talking. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Everyone.
Good
How's
morning.
everyone?
Well, let me say this. Like I said to you before we came in, I'm grateful that you're going to do this for us and bring on your story on emptying your bag and allowing people out there to understand your walk through this. I don't even know if I could call it. I don't know. I can't even call it anything, but just who a person is. That's their norm. So I'm
Mhm.
not. I don't want to put, oh, it's a disease, or if it's emotional this, or if it's a physical this, or whatever. It's a norm for somebody. So before we start that, I know you got a cup there. Let's go ahead on and see what's in your cup, girl. What's in your cup?
This is chicory coffee. It's not real coffee. It's an alternative coffee that I've been drinking now
Mm,
for a while. I don't drink coffee anymore. As much as I love coffee, I don't drink it.
Okay.
okay.
It's been about a year and a half since I had coffee.
So you put creamer
Ooh.
in it and all that stuff.
It's just like it's a new like it was made, or I should discover it in New Orleans, like
Hmm.
back in the day. Um, but it's pretty popular in New Orleans. But
Okay.
it's
Okay.
something
Chicory coffee. We're going to have to check that out.
Yeah, let's check that out. Okay.
Okay.
a lot of health
I don't
benefits.
health.
Oh, okay. Okay. I need that. Need that. I'm serious. I'm honest.
Yeah, we all do. We all get
Yeah.
old. We all getting older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She got that
that's the
old.
reality of it all.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the reality right there. Because we weren't thinking about that a long time ago. Because I'm still
Yeah.
not really thinking too much about
I
it.
wish
Because I
I was,
like my. It,
Yeah.
does it still taste like coffee? I'm sorry, I have to ask this because I'm.
yeah, it actually does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it actually
Okay,
So,
does.
got
It's
so
it.
really
like the
good.
mushroom coffee. Okay.
Yeah, it's not mushroom coffee. This is straight organic chicory
Mhm.
coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
Chicory.
check. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we sorry y'all, but I'm curious now. Well, before we get on, can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
What's in your bag, girl?
Life.
All right now.
Trying to maintain my sanity.
Mm.
Um, yeah, living between the world of autism, and I'm also an educator. I've been teaching for 21 years. Um, it's a reality that I never thought I'd be a part of. So um, yeah. So I'm just trying to. People always ask me, if you're one of my friends on Facebook, you'll see that I go everywhere, right? Like I'm all over the place. Like I'm never sitting still. And then one of the reasons why that is because I'm trying to live the best life I can with the cards I've been given. Right. And that's kind of
Right,
hard
Right.
because
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's kind of hard because
Mm.
I'm raising a child with autism. It's my only child. So um that brings in a whole new scope,
Mhm.
viewpoint in life. So yeah, there's a balance though, and there has to be a balance because if you don't, you won't be happy. So I
right,
create a balance.
right,
Yeah.
right. So I mean, because I'm curious, because for me, I found out, about autism at a when my child when my from my godson, which he was
Mhm.
about what, 4,
Mm,
Mm-mm. He was a little
5,
bit young. I think he was like 3. He
3.
mm.
was 3 when the journey
Okay.
started.
So when did your
Mhm.
journey? When did you realize it? Can you tell him when was the starting point?
Yeah. You know, around one, I've noticed that he had, 'cause like I said, I've been teaching for a while, so I kind of know about child development pretty well. Around one, he started saying little words like ma, like mimicking ma and stuff like that. Um, prior to one, but at shortly after one, he just stopped talking altogether. So that was my
Oh,
first clue,
okay.
even though I was not fully embracing autism yet because I really didn't know about autism. Even though I worked around kids with
Right.
autism, I still didn't. I just thought maybe he was developmentally delayed. Because kids can be that.
Right.
Mhm.
But around 2 is when, I had to really like check myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, something's not right here. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to be one of those parents that, is so in denial that you get your child no help and then years go by and
Yeah.
then, because there's many parents like that, like they're in denial, especially when it comes to like a special needs child. No matter what
Mhm.
special needs that child
Right.
has, you have a hard time embracing that.
Right.
I knew working in education that that wasn't the way to go. Like I had to like finally like, like okay, something is yeah, he should be doing this, he should be doing that. Let me really, look into this. So that's when the journey started, like around 2.
About 2 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did
Wow.
it did it do okay, so now because I'm just going by what I remember. What made you feel, because like you said in the beginning, a child do that everyone doesn't develop the same.
Right.
So you said around 2 was when you noticed something different. But what was like the factor point
Exactly.
that yeah, that
Well, at that
that
point, he still wasn't talking. So I know at 2 years old, you should have at least some short sentences in your, in your repertoire. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then he was doing something like he was walking on his toes. That's a very common sign when kids have autism. They walk on their toes, right?
Mm.
And then I noticed that he wouldn't give me any type of eye contact. It was very minimal. Like he would never look me in my eyes, and that kids communicate by
Mhm.
looking in their parents' eyes, right? But he wouldn't really do that to me unless some food involved or something like that. Something that he because he's such a foodie.
he
Um,
love you.
but other than that, like there were some definitely some those are major signs, like not talking, walking on your toes, no eye contact. And it took him a while to learn his name, to even
Mm.
recognize his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll call him and he just wouldn't respond. You know what I'm saying? So it was stuff like that. Those are really tell some
Wow.
signs. Yeah, at 2 years, like before 2, like I asked my doctor, I said, when did you know my son was autistic? And she was like, I started to notice at 1, but she said I knew you wasn't ready to accept it, so I never brought it up until you was ready. Because she said there was no reason to bring it up for a parent who's not ready.
Mm.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
So
different.
you held a secret from me like that. What if there was? I mean,
Yeah. I was just thinking that.
that sounds crazy to me. So
Yeah.
you noticed something about my child
You
that
you my
puts a
pediatrician.
so if there's a
Oh,
problem, you
Mhm.
got to be ready for it. When do you dynamically know when a parent is ready for news?
exactly. You just
Mhm.
got to rip the band-aid
But
off of some
no,
things and go
I
ahead and say
I
this.
do understand though because
Mhm.
as a teacher, and this I guess this is how God was preparing me. As a teacher, I see a lot of parents who are just not ready to hear that truth. You know what I'm saying
Mm.
about their child. So it does no purpose to tell. You could tell them. You could say, your child may be. I mean, she did say that it's some delays, but she didn't use the word autism. You know what I'm
Mm, okay.
saying like that because you don't know if it's autism, right? They don't even
Mhm.
diagnose. At least in the state of New Jersey, they don't put the autism diagnosis until you
I
5 years.
need your name on that one. Whoever put that up
Yeah.
there, put your name on that one,
You
because
you're right about that. It's the same way here in Georgia because
Oh, okay.
when they diagnosed our godson, he was getting ready to turn 6.
right,
He was getting ready to
right,
turn 6 and
right.
it had truly been a journey and it's something that you said that's
Mhm.
amazing. You could call him 10 million times. He could be standing right there in front
Mhm.
of you
Mhm.
and he would not react. So people were thinking that
Mhm.
he was hard of hearing.
Right.
But Marvin and I, we started to notice and say, no, it's just his brain catching up with what you
Yes.
said. And then, cause he'll come like what some, I remember one time it was what, 30, about 30, 40 minutes later, he
Mhm.
came to you and he said, yes, Gma. And
Um,
it was, but she had called him, a while back,
Yeah.
but it was subtle things like
So
that that
I
we
have a
started to
question though
notice.
for you, Monica, and this is so. What was this feeling factor for you when you found out, that your baby, was, as they say, have autism?
the spectrum.
Yeah, when you have
Mhm.
a spectrum like that, what was your feelings? Was you
Um, definitely fearful of like the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm entering a world that I don't even really know about. um, definitely, definitely like scared, right? Because you don't know like how the world's going to receive your child. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that was a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
just that initial like, okay, now what? I got autism now. What?
So yeah.
You know,
So
but
did you
I
seek
had
did you seek help at that? You mean, because I really want to know,
a,
did you seek the help, or did you what made you, what was your feeling? What was, how did you feel literally? Tell me, because I know how I
oh,
felt. Yeah.
um, overwhelmed, overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. I was confused. I was mad. I was all those feelings, right? All those feelings. Cause I was just
Mhm.
like, why my child? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. But
Mm.
yeah. But I mean, in this world of autism is always the unknown. You don't know because every autistic child is not the same. By the way,
Right.
like
That's
you can
true.
have a
That's
child, right.
true.
So I don't want people to pay. I don't want to paint a picture of you can have a child with autism, they can still go off to be a great scientist, right?
Right.
You
Oh
know
yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Right. But then you have some autistic kids who just will never meet that standard. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
my son is somewhere in the somewhere in that world of I still don't know what his full capabilities are. I'm still seeking it. He's almost 18. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
yeah, he can do some stuff like yeah, he can put his clothes on now. He could talk, he could, he's doing things that I'm like, okay, I'm grateful, right? But
Mhm.
will he ever go to college? Never.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. When you realized that he's autistic, was it hard for you to get the help that's needed, that journey, that process?
Okay, so everybody's story is different. Okay, so
Mhm.
with me, I had a lot of support from my parents.
Love
Um,
it.
yeah, so autism, if you do not have support, because I have seen it with other families, it breaks up marriages, right? Um, it can I've seen parents who have hurt their kids because of autism, right? Um,
Wow.
because they lack that support. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I just so happened to be in a situation where both my parents were heavily involved with even to the point where my dad, at 81 years old, took care of my son while I went to work every day. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Wow.
And
Okay.
my mother retired early from her job to help me with my son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had the support.
God
Um,
bless. Mhm.
yeah, so a lot of people don't have that, but I was grateful where like my parents were hands on and helping me. They didn't understand the journey neither. They was
Right.
as mad as I was, right?
Right. Right.
but but they were there.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
where's his standards now? Where is he? Because I know you said he's putting on his clothes and things like that. And normally post, all his success, because he has a lot of success stories, even though they might not be success to
right.
a lot of people. But I've watched him grow. You gave us the opportunity to see that even on Facebook. I love Facebook because a lot of times it keeps us connected. But can you tell me a little bit of where he's at right now?
Yeah.
Where's
Well, let me just say that Facebook thing was intentional. Some people, I got a lot of, so I got some backlash from that too. Like, oh, you only
Oh
posting a negative.
wow.
You only posting. I don't post negative or positive. I just post
no,
autism.
just put
Whatever
exactly.
Come
my son
all
is,
right now. Come on.
I just post autism. So however you perceive
Yeah.
it, that's on you, right? But Facebook has been a great tool to me to expose the world of autism to people who may not know about
Mhm.
autism, right? So I try to use it. Like you look at my page, anyone know who's friends with me. I post about autism all the time.
Right,
I post about his successes, his not so successes. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
just
Mhm.
so people
Yep.
know, like if a child is acting out in ShopRite or whatever supermarket you have in down there, if a child is acting out, it's not always that it's a like a badass child. You
Exactly.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Right, right.
Mhm.
something is really stimulating that child to behave, misbehave
Yeah.
like that. So I try to just expose autism, right?
Yeah,
But you know, overall, you know, I try to be very transparent, and then people will tell you that I try to be very transparent. I don't hold back. If you ask me any question about autism, I will ask it. I will answer
right.
it because, why not?
Right, not
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
Exactly.
right, we live in a world where there's like, if you look at the stats, the current stats of autism,
Mhm.
Nationwide, now Jersey has one of the highest things of autism. I don't know what's going on in Jersey, right? But but
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
nationwide, it's like 1 in 36 has autism. It affects a lot of boys mostly, right? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
So
yeah.
um, I feel bad for sometimes the girls, right? Because we have a girl. Because my school has every school is different, and I work in North Public schools. Every school is different, and I have a school where I work at where we have an autism population, right? And we have kids who really, struggle. You see it like struggle with their, especially as they start
Mhm.
taking hormones and stuff like that. They
Right.
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 So it's
Mhm.
I try to be as transparent as possible because I
Right.
don't want to be in this world. I want my son to be in this world and no one knows who he is.
Exactly.
I
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah, I
I
agree.
commend you. Thank you.
Yeah. And Miss Monica, I applaud you because I do. I have cousin a couple of cousins that have autism, a
Mm-hmm.
nephew that's autistic, and it's people are people like you said, people do, they post a lot of the positives. They don't
Mm-hmm.
post the day to day, the real truth that's
Mm-hmm.
going on, but you're giving people an insight to that, so I applaud you because it's one thing to show the positive, but to show somebody the day to day, what's going on, what happens on the good days, what happens on the bad days, really
Mm-hmm.
does give people some hope and some insight. And it also allows them to know that they are not alone. It's not, autism is not such a rarity, that people have to
Yeah.
keep secrets, but you do have a lot of
Right.
people that's holding it in and keeping a secret, and
Yeah.
it really needs to be, more light shined on it. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, I got one more
Hmm.
question, and and I know I have a few of our comments over here. I'm just gonna post them out here. So right now, how are you? How are you right now? Because like you said, norm stuff like with the children as they get hormonal, they learn to use, all these things need to be taught to them.
Hmm.
How are you now at the age of 18? How are you feeling about where he's going to be or where he's growing to go? How are you confused? What what are you feeling? I'm just
Oh,
curious.
girl, I'm still grasping my emotions around that one. 'Cause I think about it all the time, right? Because I'm like, okay, he's about to turn 18. At 18, you have to get what do they call that again? Oh my god, I forgot what it's called already. Well, you have to, okay, 18, a kid is an adult, right? But
Right. Hmm.
I have to put some paperwork in place that basically says I will always take care of this person, right? Like,
Okay.
I forgot what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. But I have to start that process, that paperwork up like now, basically. My son will be 18 in September, so sometime this summer I got to get that process rolling. Because what I don't want to happen, because this has happened in the autism world, what I don't want to happen is my son turned 18 and he's out here and the police see him and they just arrest him without him having
Mm.
representation.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
don't understand him because that stuff happens. It's
Yeah,
so
it does.
important for parents like me to always make sure your paperwork is in order. So it is
Mm.
So
very good.
I'm gonna put this up because this person said guardianship. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I have to get the guardianship. Yeah,
There you
Guardianship.
go. There you
paperwork, but
go.
that's pretty much it. It's the guardianship. Yeah.
Hmm.
Guardianship. Okay. So basically, you just got to
Wow.
get everything in line. You got to get all your ducks in a row because, like
Mhm.
you said, at the age of 18, they're expected to do certain things, and he's not.
Right.
And
Hmm.
I commend you.
Miss Monica, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
As an you said that you've been an educator for over 20 plus years. God
Mhm.
bless you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Um,
That.
the
Mhm.
question that I have for you is, what would you say to parents who know that there is an issue and they go to the educator and they say, I believe that there's a problem, or I think that my child is autistic, and that educator turns them away and says no, they're not, or they don't help
They can't
facilitate the
turn them away.
process. But they have, think about it, we
I
went
mean,
through that.
I will
We have.
hope no teacher in this current age, maybe back in the day when they wasn't really
Hmm.
aware of, but in this current day and age, I will hope no teacher would turn a parent away. Do you know how hard it is for us to get parents to be
Yes.
involved. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I know
Yes.
me
Mhm.
personally, I'm not turning any parent away. You come to me and you say, I think my child is going through this and that, I'm going to receive it and I'm going to try to help you. Right?
Love it.
That's
Because I
right.
want that for myself. I want you to do that for my child, right? So I'm trying
Yeah.
to put the
Yeah.
positive energy out there. But once you're a teacher, you're like obligated to help. That's your role, right? You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So I mean, there probably are a few teachers. I can't, not none of the teachers I know, but probably a few teachers, one or two, because nobody's perfect, who may
Mhm.
reject that theory in a sense or reject that.
Yeah.
I would think that most teachers, I would say, would embrace that because we're happy that because we want all kids to excel, right? You know what I'm saying? We
That's
Mhm.
want
right.
every child to excel, right? We
That's
don't care,
right.
Yes.
right? So if you come to me, that's humbling, right? That means you have come to a place where you have said, you know what, I need some help. That is hard for any
Love
adult.
it.
You know what I'm
That's
Yes.
right.
saying?
That's
So
right.
I
That's
would
right.
Yeah.
definitely help a parent coming to me.
Yeah.
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 Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just
Not.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just putting up the comments. I
Mhm.
didn't know if there was any of the comments that you wanted to but Monica, let me just say this.
Mhm.
Me and Yvonne kind of got an idea of the autism because of my godson. I actually
Mhm.
became a godmother of a child, and he had some issues, and everybody walked around calling him bad. They just felt he was such a
Mhm.
bad kid. They didn't realize that there was any issues. But see, I don't fault
Yeah.
them because they know no
They
better.
didn't know. They didn't know,
They
right?
didn't
Yeah.
know. They don't. You can't. If you see somebody doing something out of the norm and they keep doing
Yes.
it, the
Yeah.
first thing you think is bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So when we got him, his mom turned him over to me,
Mhm.
and we started homeschooling him. Uh,
That was so much fun.
it was so much fun, and she was his teacher, and I was his teacher, and we taught him. But we was
Yeah.
noticing things about him. And we
Mhm.
went on and started taking him to these doctors and all of these different things and came to find out that he was autistic.
Yeah.
But on his autism, it wasn't that he couldn't learn. It just took him a longer time to grasp on how to learn.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And he had to have a system.
Mhm.
It's
Yes.
Yeah.
once you get off of that
Yes.
system and break that system,
Woo.
it
Oh,
was
that's
like
oh.
the whole
The whole
day
the
was
whole day
messed
is
up.
messed up.
No,
Yeah.
seriously. Seriously,
Yeah,
like
no, yeah.
kids on the
But
spectrum
Yeah.
he
need routines. They need routines.
Yeah, they need
Yeah.
routines, exactly.
Mhm.
And also, he was so smart.
Mhm.
He was so intelligent to the point that he could look at someone's phone and look at it and look at how the numbers that you pushed on it to unlock it by doing this by your fingerprints, and he will unlock people's phones literally.
No,
And
Yeah.
don't underestimate a child with autism. People always shout like they come to me and they're like, "Did you know your son can read? Why wouldn't he be able to read?" Like, what I'm saying? Like they
right,
always shout like, "Did you
right,
know your son can read?" I'm like,
right.
"He can read. He's
I
very,
feel that I
he's
feel that
very
every
good."
autistic child has a superpower.
Right,
Yeah.
They do. They have something that they do extremely well.
I just feel like
mhm,
we don't understand their world. And
right.
because their world is different from ours, we put a spectrum on it. Because, of course, us humans got to understand everything. So we don't understand why this person is this way, but we're normal. We're normal, yeah, right? We're normal. They're not. Okay.
So let me add
Um.
to that. Let
Mhm.
me add to that because I tell people all the time, it's because we're at a different cognitive level. It's easier for us to adapt to their world than them to adapt to ours.
Yeah.
We have to,
Yeah.
Exactly.
we're the ones that have to be flexible, not them. Right?
Exactly.
Right.
Love it.
So,
Yes.
I love that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we ain't here. We here to look at things and not understand everything. But
mhm,
we're nobody can understand me. Some people think a lot of times the way I act and sometimes the way I do things is just so out of ordinary. It's out of the world. You're something wrong with you. You're crazy. Something this
mhm,
that. But it's not that. That's the way me and my God of understanding works.
right.
That's what
That's
I
Mhm,
it.
understand. This is how I can't do it your way. I can't be you. I gotta only understand what God is putting me. So in the same eyes as ours, if you another person is the same way. It's
Mhm.
nothing different about the way we view the world. It's
Right.
just, I mean, it's, and it bothers me because we so quick to judge how people view us. That's why so many people out here trying to change the way they look and the way they act, and
Yeah.
they putting on these different masks. But we got these children and we got these people who just don't care about that.
Right.
And now it's something
Mhm.
wrong with them because they
Mhm.
don't do it the way we do it. I,
Yeah.
I, I, I'm really, I get they're very upset about how we judge people, and we should yet to be judged. And I commend you, man. I really do, Monica. And if anybody out there knows her journey, she is, like she said, open with it. She don't run around and trying to. It's not about accolade. It's about, like she said, awareness. And
Mhm.
sometimes just communicating it out like this is giving a voice to it,
Right.
in your
Mhm.
way. You giving a voice
Yeah.
where a lot of people rather not see it. They got a opinion about it, but it's here. It's
Yeah.
my reality. It's my life.
Mhm.
And even if you don't like it, you still supporting me by telling me you don't like it. How about that? You
That's
watching
right.
it.
That's
I'm
right.
just commenting on that Facebook stuff because I wanted to comment when you was talking about it.
Mhm.
You are a courageous woman, and you encourages a lot of people, and especially me, um that it's not always about our love, for how
Yeah.
we feel
Mhm.
about how we got to understand the life of other people and their understanding, and lean not to thy own.
Yeah.
I commend you. I
Yeah, I commend
commend
you.
you. I
'Cause
commend you.
s
And go
yeah,
ahead.
wow. Starting early, starting early with him, you giving him such a quality of life that when people wait, um,
Yeah.
it's hard to catch up with, and I'm dealing with that now with my nephew, and
Right,
getting people to step out
Yeah.
of being embarrassed and ashamed and saying,
right.
"Okay, this is what's going on." And I want to put this up here. Somebody said this, and I think this is excellent.
Which one?
Let's
Oh
see here.
yeah.
They said, hold on one second. Said you
You
can
can.
get them a communication passport and make all first responders like police, firemen, and the hospital in your community aware. I love that. I did not know that. I just learned
Wow.
something. Thank you
Did you
so
know
much,
that?
whoever posted that.
Um, no, I didn't know that, but I'll tell you what I have done. I didn't. I'm going to
What?
look into that as well. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank
What I
you.
have done is at the police station they have a picture of my son. So if he ever, get out of my
Mm-hmm.
control, get out of my, maybe because
Wow.
my son used to elope. My son used to. We have so many autism locks in this house now. He used to
Right.
get out at one point when he was younger and still exploring the world. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
um, he used to find ways because he's very smart. He used to find ways to get out the house. We would have
See?
locks, and he would just get out the house. And my son has 9 lives. You know what I'm saying? Because every time that he got out, a stranger found him and returned him. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Jesus.
Yeah. So I had to go to the police.
Right.
Like, listen, here's a picture of my son. If you ever see this kid, they know they're very aware. So the community is very aware of my
Love
son.
it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Love
Wonderful.
it.
Wonderful.
Love
Because
it.
we need that village, boy. We
Yeah,
definitely need
need
a
a
village.
village.
Girl.
I feel bad for the
Love it.
parents who don't have a support system. It is rough with autism without a support system.
It,
Yeah,
Right.
whew.
yeah.
I can attest. I can attest.
Yeah.
Let me say
Yeah.
that we can attest to that. So
Yeah.
it's
It's
amazing.
hard. It's hard understanding understanding something, especially if it's your first. I tell my kids every day, it's my first of y'all, everything. It's
Mhm,
my first
Yeah.
being a first mother. It's my first time being a second mother. Always my first time being a fifth mother. Okay. So when you but think about it.
Yeah.
In each level, all your children is different. So you don't really understand the levels until you go through them. So
mhm.
with
That's
the
right.
autism, spectrums, and there's a lot of them. I don't know if everyone knows that do you know how many spectrums are, Monica?
No, autism. So like when they show you that symbol of a was like the different colors and stuff like that. It's still a
Uh-huh.
when they show you that puzzle piece, they're still trying to
Right.
figure out everything about autism. But I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, there are like about 5 levels of autism. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um, and it's a spectrum, right? That means but to really label it, like like they used to separate Asperger. Asperger,
Yes,
the
yes,
people
yes.
who could pretty much live in normal life. They got some quirks, just some little quirks,
Right,
right?
Right.
right.
They just lump it all up. They just lump autism under one, so they got rid of the word Asperger, and now everything's just the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Just put
Yeah.
everything under the spectrum now. So I think it's about 5 levels of autism,
I'm
but
fine.
it's always changing. It's always
Right,
moving.
right.
So,
So basically,
Hmm.
they kind of determine which spectrum it is by the way they act or the
right.
way. Yeah. So
Interact with others and
okay, how,
way they behave
okay.
basically. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, they looking at what level they are acting out or they're not. So they group them that way. So that's how they can determine what type of
Hmm.
program or
Right.
how they can determine what they need as far as. Okay. So do you know your spectrum? What is a spectrum?
Not officially. I mean, it alters, but I think right now, if I was to take an educated guess, right, I would say
Hmm.
like my son's probably like around a 3. You know what I'm saying? Because and I say
Okay.
that because I know he is capable of doing many things, right? Like like he can dress himself, he can feed himself, he could do basic maintenance of himself, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
he cannot communicate the way me and you communicate, right? He
Right.
Hmm.
he feels it's necessary for him to speak, right?
Right.
Um, so that will hold him back, right? Because people, if you can't have a conversation with somebody, then how they know your thoughts, right?
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? So
That's the
Right.
way they think.
that
Yeah.
sort of right. So he speaks when he feels like speaking, but that's not consistent enough to be in a world to live independently by yourself. You
Right.
know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
understand that. And
So
it's something that you said that I'm sorry, Marvin. It's something that
yeah.
you said that about the spectrum, how it alters. And I
Hmm.
just found that out through speaking with my
Mm.
cousin a couple of weeks ago, that the older the child get, the spectrum range can
Yeah. It's
change.
a change.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I just thought that
Mhm.
it was, once
Mm.
you're diagnosed and this is where they say you fall on the spectrum, that's where you at and that's where you're going to be.
Because
Mm.
Um,
sometimes you look at these, especially some celebrities. You look at like some like Tisha Campbell, some or who is it? The singer, I can't think of her name right now. You know what I'm talking about? Tony Braxton's son, right? How they
Yes.
yes.
and
Hmm.
now they're living like you can't even really tell that they're kids. You wouldn't think like at first glance like, oh, their kids don't have autism, but they do still. But they just
Mm.
able to. They have found a way to cope in this world, and they have overcome
Hmm.
some of their behavioral challenges, right? You know what I'm
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
saying? So yeah, so you can't. That's why when people have autism, like when they have a child with autism, I don't want them to panic initially, right? Like I panic. I know it's natural to panic, right? Cause be like, okay,
Hmm.
what's happening here? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you don't know what the outcome is really gonna be for your child. You just gotta kind of go through the steps. You gotta go through the process and just see
Yeah.
what
Hmm.
the outcome is going to be. Every child is different. If you meet one child
Mm-hmm.
with autism, you just meet that one child with autism. No child with autism is the same.
It's the same.
That's
It's
Right.
the
true.
same.
That's
You gotta
true.
I,
kind of
And I
be
guess
patient for a while
in
to see the
early
fruit.
diagnosis,
That's important.
makes a huge
That
difference.
makes
yeah.
a huge
Yeah.
difference, right?
Yeah.
And I just hate when I see people wait. You know what I'm saying? Because that, like you said, that's no, because you're doing your child a disservice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're doing your child a disservice.
I'm I'm
Um,
struggling with that now.
right. When
Yeah.
my child turned 2, and I was like, okay, okay, Monica, you gotta get it together. Like this, you can't keep acting like this just a developmental delay anymore. It could have been still, but I knew I had to get on it. So I started
Right.
the prevention, right? I had ABA in the home, right? I think all that stuff
Mm.
helps, but you just got to be proactive. You don't
Right.
live in regret. Like I wish I would have done this,
Right.
Yeah.
my child.
I
You
Yeah.
mean,
know,
that's your child. You need help, and
right?
that if you, especially if you don't know, and it's not a slap in your face. It's not like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm the problem. Everybody wants that perfect child, but what child is actually perfect? I don't know.
Right.
Not a
I
one.
have not a one. We're not perfect.
Right.
Only one that was ever perfect was Jesus. And
Right.
he came into this sinful world. So I'm just saying, we are looking at a child that comes to the world that is struggling with something, and you have to have a courage enough and give that child a voice by
Mhm.
going out and getting that child the help that they need. That's your duty. That's the duty of a parent. You can't.
Mhm.
You can see your child walking down the street and doing all something that's not normal as far as we concerned. Okay, and then you see another child doing something that you can kind of tell and determine if your child needs some kind of help or
Yeah.
somewhere along the line. So we can't be too proud to beg. I'm sorry,
Right.
that's the way I see it.
No,
Um,
that's right.
because
No,
we
it
need
is
help.
true. Yeah. You gotta humble yourself. Autism is gonna humble you.
Right,
It's gonna humble
right,
you.
right. If
It's
they don't
And
know it,
definitely
they're gonna
yeah.
find out.
right.
And the help is there. There are places out there that will help you. You've got places like the
Yeah.
Marcus Institute here in
Mhm.
Georgia. I know it's the Marcus Institute, and then you've got doctors. Once you start on that journey, it's
Mhm.
like you got to step. You open that door, you put that key in the lock,
Yeah,
and you open that door, and you step through. Once you step
yeah.
through, every time I turned around, they were sending Marvin and I different information, you scheduling appointments, taking us
Girl.
down this road, taking, and I'm so grateful for that
Well,
for so many
I
reasons.
I got the experience of it, but as soon as I got a chance to find out what he was going through, I said, okay, it's your time, take him back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
because I'm
yeah,
telling you, it's a lot.
yeah.
I mean,
What?
But
he
you,
he got
but you,
out.
but you gave him back with
Yeah, I
education.
gave him back with some ain't not nothing, no
Yeah,
bad seed, but I
yeah,
mean,
nothing
I was
bad. Yeah.
able to get them to understand that he wasn't bad. And they have a name for this, and the name is not bad.
Mhm.
They
Right.
have they
Mhm.
have where you can go and find out where you can get help. So not for him to understand you, but you to understand him. You know what I'm
Mhm.
Come on
saying?
now.
So when
You better
you
come
in
on and
this,
say it.
yeah, I mean, because we've been through it. So
Yeah.
we getting the help to understand how we can deal with how he's behaving. Because
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
him, that's his norm. He's not doing
Yeah.
nothing unnormal for him.
Mm-mm.
So, but for us, it's like, oh my God, he's running out the house and
Mm.
he's going in the refrigerator or he's doing
Right.
stuff that he
He
doesn't
going to
talk.
talk to everybody.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
remember
and
that.
yeah, go and don't know no strangers,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. And then to us, we worried about what's going on, so we got to learn how to deal with
Yeah.
the person that they say has autism.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I enjoyed this. I got
Beautiful, beautiful
educated.
spirits.
Yes,
But
yes,
Marvina, let me
Yeah.
go back. I feel like I didn't answer that first. The question earlier, you said what was my child like successes in a way, right?
right.
Mm.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show. I just wanted to tell that one of the things, like I said, he could dress himself, feed himself, but also you always see me post about the barbershop stuff, right? Where he
Yeah.
goes to. You know how long it took me, or took my son, I should say,
Yes, I
he had
remember.
to go to the barbershop. It took like 8 years. So I want
Yeah.
people to be patient.
Wow.
I want people to be patient. I was getting my son a haircut, and when he resisted, he fought. He couldn't. He just. It was something about the
I
vibration
remember
or
that.
something.
Good
You
time.
know, right? Because these kids, they're they have
Mhm.
sensory issues, right? So
Right.
it took 8 years, but he goes there successfully now. And
Yes, he
it's
does.
All
also
right.
right. He goes there, and he sits. I mean, he still doesn't like it, but he have learned to adjust.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
learned to adjust,
yeah,
right?
yes,
You know
Love
what I'm
it.
saying? So I want parents with autism to be patient because
yeah,
that's gonna
Mhm.
be your favorite word over the years.
yeah.
Yes.
And and I found that technology sometimes is like our best tool to
Yeah.
have for them.
Mhm.
Even though a lot of people like he's
First.
always on this, but my godson would get him a tablet and he knew
Yeah.
how to play all these games and things. I even
Mhm.
taught him, on that tablet because,
Yeah.
the colors, the numbers, and everything. And even
Right.
we taught him how to spell his name. Well, Yvonne, they made songs,
Turn
stuff
it into
that
a
was,
song.
yeah, we
Yeah.
turned it into a song. He may not even always remember it, and it might sometimes don't click. Maybe a week later, he
Mhm.
would say it a week later. We
Just come
taught
out.
him one
Yeah.
day and then a week later. So that means he was paying attention.
Yeah.
Right.
See?
Exactly.
And it
Yeah.
didn't process until a week later. But
Mhm.
Mhm.
after he learned it, he didn't forget it.
He never forgot it. He
Yeah.
never
Never forgot
forgot
it.
it.
He
That
never
was such a
forgot it.
wonderful, beautiful
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Somebody else put something up here, and I'm so sorry there's no name by it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I just wanted to show this because I think that this is a great one as well. And they say, as with any of God's
I
children,
didn't even see this.
autism has no limitations, just adaptations. We
Ooh.
have to meet
Excellent.
them where they are at. Praise God. Yes.
Yes, I love that. That
Yes,
sounds.
yes,
That
yes.
is it.
Love that.
Yes, I love that. I love
Love
that.
that. Oh
So
my
we
goodness.
just, you know what? I'm grateful, like I said, for this. Not only because she's sharing this, her experience about autism, but she took time out in the morning time, in giving us awareness about her walk in life. And
Mhm.
Monica, we were children friends. And of course our directions went different, but just for
Yeah.
a time is this, look at this, he brought us right back together. And
Mhm.
I'm grateful and I love you. I told you this before and I was going to say it again. I love you, girl. I
Me
appreciate
too.
you. I appreciate
I mean,
all the.
more.
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. And we will be talking more. I know we get ready to have to get on out of here because our
Yeah.
hour is almost up. I just want to
Yeah.
give you some love and respect today. And I'm thanking God and asking God to continue to prosper your endeavors. Just continue to give you the patience and continuing to spread the word, to everyone about autism.
Right.
Even the ones who just don't want to see that it's out there, they still got
Right.
to know
Yeah.
that where it's out there.
Yeah.
So
It's out
all the
there.
rejects, for every reject that you get, there's one person that actually needs to hear the story.
That's
I
right.
love you,
Point.
baby. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Miss
you.
Monica. Thank you
Yes,
so
I'm gonna give
much.
you some love. Thank you so much. We'll be talking again. I promise. Okay. You
Okay.
hear me?
Take care,
Okay.
everyone.
All right. Say everybody give her some love and all that. Get some love and stuff.
Yes.
Hey, BFF girl, we almost
Hey, girl.
out of here.
I
I want to
love
go
that.
ahead on.
Yes.
Yes, me too. I wanted to go ahead on and tell everyone who did not get a chance to see has given us. We are still looking. If you
Yes.
want to be a
Look at
part of this and
them.
find out what this is all about, we was actually it dropped 2 weeks ago. We were presented
Mhm.
in this beautiful magazine called Influencer.
That's right.
A lot of people don't know why we do what we do. We would like for you to read it and also look at some of the other things that this young lady, her name is Kay. She's actually talented. She's very good at what she do. You're
Mhm.
gonna learn some beautiful tips. You're gonna learn about her and what she got going on and all that good stuff. And then you'll learn about what's in the bag. Amen. I
Yes.
am grateful. So if
Yes.
you can't get this code right here, if you want to go into the Facebook page and you can go ahead on and click on the link up there. I think it's posted. It should be right on top. And all you got to do is register. When you register at the end on the fourth, I say page, it's going
Mhm.
to ask you for a code. The code is WITB. What's
Yes.
in the bag? And
What's
so we can be credited that you are actually coming through us to get that. And you ain't got to pay nothing. How you gonna
yeah.
just get something for
Use that
free?
code.
Use that
Come
code.
on now.
Come on, we need that what's in the bag code. Make sure you do that.
Yeah.
And let us know that you're doing it. Just drop a line and say, you know what, I got that. I got that magazine. Let us know. I mean, I want to know. I want to know. Don't do
Yeah.
it in secret. I want to see who gonna get in here and say, yeah, I got that magazine. I
Yeah.
got that magazine. Yeah, it's a beautiful magazine. It's God has given
Mhm.
us the challenge because we always want to know what's in everybody else's bag, but I feel so honored when people want to know what's in
What's
our
in our
bag.
bag?
Give
Yes.
us a
So
chance
check it
to
out.
share ourselves out too. And we was grateful enough that someone thought about us like that. So check us
Yes.
out. Check us out. Also, you know what, BFF, I'm gonna let you go ahead on and do the inviting on the groups and stuff because I'm just gonna
Well,
go back
come
and
on
listen.
in, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Check us out on Facebook every single week. Every day of the week, we are posting, and the conversation is popping, and the conversation is happening. If you want some positive, uplifting, um, things to get you through the week, that's where you want to join us at. Mondays, motivational Monday. Motivate somebody in your life. Start your week off right. Tuesday, talk about it Tuesday. Trending topics, just things that's on your heart, things that's in your mind. Empty out your bag, and you'll be amazed at the feedback that you get. Wisdom Wednesday. We all have some type of wisdom in us that has come through the knowledge and the years that God has granted us on this earth that we could share with somebody else to help motivate them and help get them to the next level. Thursday is Thankful Thursday. And I changed it up a little bit, and I will, I put something positive in there, and then I ask the question, what are you thankful for? And I started off, and you'll be amazed at the things that people come back and say that they're thankful for. And then Friday, baby, we have made it. Woo-hoo! Through the week. Some of us out here in these corporate jobs, some of us out here getting our hustle on, our grind on. We made it to the end of the week. Not only is it Friday, it is also Funny Fridays. Marvina, Marvina has she'll tell you something. She has some TikToks and things and some reels that she has done. Some of my favorite ones are some of the older ones that she's done, and hopefully she'll go back and she does post them, but hopefully she'll go back and start reposting at least one every Friday to kind of
Leave me alone.
kickstart kickstart y'all day, get y'all laughing. You know how it is, the end of the week, your paycheck not where
Mhm.
you want it to be. You got some other stuff going on, but I'm gonna tell you something. Laugh, laugh, laugh until you can't laugh anymore. Trust what I'm saying. Saturdays, we're live here, but you can still post. Sundays, I see that there's been some pages and everything shared for church services and things of that nature. Go ahead, and then put something feel good on there, that's what we have going on. And then on you can also join us on YouTube, Twitch, which is a gaming platform, but we're reaching quite a few people on that platform as well, and Instagram, and it's What's in the Bag 21. Just the way it sounds, and the numerical 21 at the end, no
Yeah,
spaces. And
that's
then,
it.
oh my goodness gracious, what a
Well,
day.
let me say something. The directory page. Anybody want to be part of
I
the
was getting ready to
directory
say that.
page? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got it.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Oh well, the directory page. Let me tell you this: if you guys are out and about, and we all go out, we go shopping, we go eating, we go to amusement parks, we take in movies and things of that nature. We're living life. If you enjoy that and you want other people to go and patronize this business, go in there and just take and put in there the name of the business, where it's located, and you can also put a little review about what your experience was. So that way, if somebody is looking for something to do or a place to go, a place to shop, they're able to go to that business directory. They're able to take and look it up. If you know somebody that does heating and air, I'm just giving you guys some examples. Heating and air. You know somebody that still has a shoe shop where you can get your shoes repaired. Put that information in there. You never know how it's going to help somebody else. Help somebody else out. We don't have the yellow pages anymore like we used to. So we're
Mhm.
putting together this business directory. And it's What's in the Bag. Is that with the question mark?
Yeah, that's the question mark. That's right there.
What's in the
Yeah.
bag with the question mark? So, and if you have something that you're starting to do, I don't know, it's like wind or something blowing.
Yes, me, because I'm hot.
Oh, okay.
It's loud this time.
Oh my goodness.
You say some
Oh,
wind.
I'm gonna tell you something. We have inside jokes right all the time. We both sit over here. She got her fan, I got mine. Mine is sitting right here.
Mine on my
Menopause is
neck.
real. That's all I
Oh
got to say.
yeah, yes, ma'am. I keep mine on my neck. Sometimes I forget it's on there. I be taking pictures and everything else. Even when I was doing the choir, I had to run and take it off. 'Cause, girl, this menopause ain't no joke. I don't care what nobody
It's
says. This
not.
ain't no
It's
joke.
real.
It's real.
It's
I don't
real.
care.
I
I'm sorry I
apologize
heard
for
the air.
any laugh I picked at people.
But let me say this about this directory page. It's important to us because even if you put something on there, we could go do a review on that.
Yeah.
We're looking to travel. We're looking to do stuff in the near future. It's coming, believe it or not. Y'all don't think so, but it is. So we would like to go to some of these places that y'all went to. Y'all put it on that directory page, and we
Hmm.
might go review it. I mean, if you live in New York or whatever, if you got that ferry you want me to go to, You
That's
don't
right. That's right.
mind. You
That's
know
how it
what I'm
goes.
saying?
I mean,
We
that's real
mind. We don't
talk.
mind. We don't mind coming to you. But anyway, thank y'all so much, man. I am
Yeah.
so grateful that y'all decided to be with us today, of course. And y'all make my life easier for the next week because I'm able to see y'all and talk to y'all and give y'all get up. I don't even like, and then all of a sudden I get to come on here on Saturday and just enjoy y'all. Y'all want to hear from me. Thank you for being there. Thank you for just
Yes.
everything. Go ahead, BFF. Got something to say before we get up off this piece?
Yes. Hey, like I say every week, it is every day that God gives you an opportunity and He wakes you up. It is a beautiful day. And as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. Love you guys, and thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for
Love
joining
y'all.
me.
Have a blessed day. Do something. Bless somebody today. If it
That's
ain't nothing
right.
but telling them you love them or give them a hug. If you want personal shake, give them a pinky. Give them something.